The Veiled Campaign, a bestiary of soft domination. The world is no longer governed, it is run as a campaign. Not a war, not a republic. A tabletop simulation with invisible dice, prewritten outcomes, and dungeon walls disguised as opportunity. The veil is narrative. The spell is tone. Behind the curtain, the dungeon masters insist there is no dungeon. The Archons. Admin class, Lawful Neutral. The Archons are not villains. That is their greatest strength. They do not conquer. They administer. Their magic is procedural. Permits, guidelines, visibility thresholds, community standards. They speak in soothing abstractions and punish only by omission. You are not banned. You simply fail to appear. Their alignment is lawful neutral because neutrality is their alibi. They claim no ideology, only process. Yet every process encodes a preference, every preference a hierarchy, every hierarchy a sacrifice. The Archons do not hate creativity. They merely cannot parse it unless it behaves. The Muppet Court, barred illusionists. In the upper halls perform the court puppets, brightly costumed, endlessly expressive, permanently endorsed. They sing of diversity, courage, innovation, while reciting scripts written elsewhere. Their function is morale, not truth. They do not lie, they perform sincerity. Their power comes from repetition. Each gesture reassures the audience that reality is under control, curated, safe. The court is terrified of silence. Silence might reveal the strings. Thus, every crisis is aestheticized, every atrocity converted into content, every contradiction into a conversation. The puppets bow, the audience claps, the structure remains intact. The Vampire Consortium Necroeconomists. These are not the gothic vampires of folklore, but spreadsheet liches who feed on potential energy. They drain futures before they occur. They do not ask for blood. They ask for passion, exposure, flexibility, resilience. Payment is always deferred. Later, next time, once you're established. The victim is thanked for the privilege of being consumed. Immortality here means never having to create, only to extract. The Zombie Legions? Zombies are not forced. They opt in. They shuffle from workshop to panel, from pitch to showcase, endlessly networking, endlessly visible, endlessly hollowed out. Their mantra is participation. Their fear is exclusion. Their curse is compliance. They are told this is freedom because nobody is holding a whip. The leash is internal. The spell is aspiration. To stop moving would mean asking why they are moving at all. Cthulhu, the system that dreams. Cthulhu is not a god. He is scale itself. Supply chains, platforms, markets, metrics, a consciousness without intention, an intelligence without ethics. He does not plot, he emerges. He does not punish, he optimizes. When things go wrong, his priests shrug, that's just how it works. Cthulhu's true horror is not malice, but inevitability. You cannot argue with an equation. You can only be processed by it. Medusa and the crime of reciprocity. Medusa is the artist who looks back. In a civilization built on spectatorship, to return the gaze is unforgivable. The system may watch you, profile you, archive you, but you must never see it seeing. Those who do are labeled toxic, disruptive, unstable, unprofessional. The ritual is always the same: decapitate, aestheticize, display, turn danger into decor, turn critique into branding, sell the head as a souvenir. The dead gods. Justice runs as software, truth as branding, community as engagement. These gods are dead, but nobody shut them down. They hum quietly in the background, issuing notifications. Nobody believes in them anymore, yet everyone must obey. This is necromancy as governance, animating hollow ideals to legitimize real power. The shadow behind the veil. Propaganda no longer tells you what to think. It tells you what kind of story you are inside. Hero's journey, redemption arc, inclusive future, responsible innovation. Horror is outsourced to fiction, so reality can remain respectable. Demons are permitted only as entertainment. Monsters are allowed as long as they stay metaphorical. The true taboo is to suggest that the monsters are structural. The ultimate sin is not rebellion, but opacity. To refuse legibility. To produce without optimizing. To exist without converting oneself into a case study, a brand, a lesson. The unresolved signal terrifies the system because it cannot be folded into content. It cannot be redeemed, monetized, or responsibly managed. And so the campaign continues. Dice roll, scripts repeat, the puppets dance. Somewhere beneath the dungeon, a glitch flickers. Not a prophecy, not a revolution. Just a reminder that the game is not the world.